On Wall Street, the tech-heavy Nasdaq closed above the 20,000 mark for the first time in its latest session as investors bet big on yet another rate cut by the Federal Reserve as U.S. consumer prices largely hover within expectations. Our Seung-jae explains.
The tech-heavy Nasdaq saw a milestone closing on Wednesday when it rose 1.8% on the day to close at 20,034.89. This marks the first time that the index surpassed the 20,000 mark. The latest milestone was the result of a major rally led by so-called big tech firms over the past few years. The Nasdaq has risen around 90% since the index saw a sharp drop in 2022, driven by growing expectations over AI. Of the 5 major U.S. tech companies, chipmaker Nvidia saw the biggest growth during that time, rising more than 1,100% since October 2022. The index also continued the upward momentum that followed U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's win in November. It surpassed the 19,000 mark for the first time in early November, and it took just over a month to reach Wednesday's milestone. Economists also say positive trading on the Nasdaq on Wednesday was due to the latest consumer price index data. The CPI rose 2.7% on year in November, in line with market expectations. This assured investors that the U.S. Fed is set to cut interest rates once more before the year's end.
There weren't really any surprises in today's CPI number. I think the big pivot in expectations was, several weeks ago when it looked like the path for rate cuts wasn't going to be as aggressive as the market had originally priced in. So I think that's still the big open item.
This year alone, the Nasdaq rose more than other indexes. The tech-heavy index rose 33% in 2024 compared to the S&P 500's 27% growth and the Dow Jones Industrial Average's 17% increase. Seung-jae, 아리랑뉴스.